All right, one more lesson for the week. Let me get to it. 164. And let me look in my book because I think is this it? This is it for new stuff for the year for you guys. The rest are just review. Look at that. All review. So close to the end. That's pretty exciting. Good job, you guys, getting through the whole math book, because you probably did just about do the whole math book because I gave you those lessons. The first 2 weeks we were out and I gave you all review lessons. So very good job. All right. So today we're still dividing with decimals. They're showing us one way to divide. We can use a caret, which I never really use a caret, but you can. I'm going to show you what they do. Instead of like going like this, see me, I'm up in the brown box. Instead of moving it over, you can just put a caret where you put the decimal now. Okay, so we'll do that today just to practice, and you can decide what way you want to do it. All right. First of all, we're going to multiply all these numbers by 10, 100, and 1,000. This is a little bit of review. So when we multiply we go this way, we're making our number bigger. All right. So times 10 would be 63. And now the decimal's at the end, right? So at this point we add zeros. Times 100 times 1,000. Move it over once. 4.29 times 10. Times 100 and times 1,000. 11 already has the decimal at the end, right? So if you move the decimal over, you're just adding a 0 for times 10, times 100, times 1,000. 0.021 has the decimal all the way to the left, so we move it over one place for the 10, 2 places. And you don't need that 0 anymore, so don't write it. And then times 1,000. 89 already has the decimal at the end. So at this point, we move the decimal over once and add that 0 in that empty spot. So times 10 would be 890. Times 100 would be 8,900. Times 1,000 would be 89,000. All right, so once again, I'm not going to have you divide up here. We're going to move the decimal point in the dividend and divisor using the caret. Oh, they say do not divide. Okay. How generous of them. So you move it to here. We moved it once, so you move it once here. And I would just get in the habit. Can we just put it up top here just to get in the habit? Move it here. So this one only had to move once. So this one only moves once. Do you see that? So this decimal's right here. This one has to move once. This one has to add a 0 because the decimal is already at the end. This one has to move twice. This one has one number, so we move it over once and twice, and we have add that 0. You got to add that 0, then put the decimal up here. This one moves over twice. The decimal's already here in 49 because that's a whole number. So you have to move it over twice. Add those 2 zeros in there and put the decimal at the top. And you would do all that before you divide. 0.9, move it over once, move it over once. 55, move it over twice. The decimal's already here in 19. So to move it over twice, you have to add 2 zeros. So now you're doing 1,900 divided by 55. Do you see that? All right. Move that over once. Move this over once. So it's right here. Move this over twice. Move this over twice. So you have to add a 0. And the decimal's here. Okay. Move this over once. The decimal is here. So you have to move that over once. And the decimal's here. So it becomes 60 divided by 11. Divide after moving the decimal point correctly. All right, so we'll just do one of these together. Let me see if there's one. Actually, I want to do D, okay? Because D, I actually have to add a 0. So it's 435 divided by 0.5. So I am moving this over once. So this, I have, whoops, I don't want, that's where the decimal is. So I have to move it over once, and I have to add a 0. I'm going to extend this line. No, that's not good. I can't see. Let me try. So let me move this over right away like that. Okay. So I'm moving this over once, and I move this over once, and I add a 0. And I'm going to put the 0 up top right away. Now it's just 4,350 divided by 5. Okay, this decimal right here is gone. All right, and in fact, yeah, okay, that's all right. All right, so 5 goes into 43 8 times. Goes into that 7 times. And then that 0 just comes up. So the answer is 870. Okay? All right. Anyone where, nope, they kept those pretty easy. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, let's do these story problems. Alexis sold some, and see if I can do this without looking too dumb. Alexis sold some pencils to earn money to go to camp. She paid $7.68 for a box of 8-cent pencils. Then sold each pencil for 15 cents. How much money did she earn? So she, first of all, we better find out how many pencils were in that box, because the whole box costs $7.68, and each pencil cost her 8 cents, right? So we're going to divide that $7.68 by 8 to figure out how many pencils there are. Do I have room up here? Not much. I think I'm going to do it right here in the middle. All right, so 768 divided by 0.08. Right, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Maybe. I move this over twice. So now it's 8 divided by 678. Do you see that? All right, we're going to try to find out how many pencils we get. 8 into 76 would be 9. And that would be 6. That's, yeah, 6. So I have that she got 96 pencils out of that, all right, that she did. I'm going to pull up my answers so I can look smart. So far, I'm great. I did it right. Okay, so the question is, though, how much money did she earn? So if she has 96 pencils and she's going to go around and she's going to turn around and sell them for 15 cents a piece, now we multiply. Pause me if I went too fast. Two places. I get that she made $14.40 on those, but that's not how much she earned. I believe I need to subtract. They want what her profit is. They want her profit. And her profit will be whatever she made after you subtract out what she paid. Because you can say, oh, I made $14.40. Well, no, you didn't really, because you spent $7.68. So we have to subtract that out. See if I can do this without messing up. I get that she has a profit of $6.72. Is that what you got? Do you agree with me? Well, hopefully you do, because according to my answer book, I am correct. Every once in a while I get it right the first time, don't I? All right, let me get rid of that. All right. Ethan is also earning money for summer camp. He bought a large box of birthday cards for $15, and each card cost him 12 cents. He then sold the cards for 25 cents. How much money did he earn? So it looks like we're going to do about the same thing. We have 15. We need to find out how many cards it is first. $15, and they're 12 cents each. So I move it over twice. So now it's 1,500 divided by 12. This is 1, 2, and 5. So he got 125 cards out of that. Is that what you got? Oh, I'm right. All right, he's selling them for 25 cents each. All right, so he made $31.25 on his cards. But we have to subtract out what he paid for them, which was the $15. Before we find out how much he actually earned for camp. This is what I get. I get that he made $16.25. I haven't even looked at the book yet. Is that what you got? I'm looking at the book. I'm correct. All right. Don't forget down here when you divide, you're going this way. Okay. So let me do D with you. That's a hard one. So if I divide by 10, I have to move the decimal over once this way. So it becomes 0.032. 2 places would be 0.0032 for dividing by 100. 3 places would be 0.00032 dividing by 1,000. Okay, 17.1, if I divide by 10, becomes 1.71. Divide by 100, 0.171. Divide by 1,000, 0.0171. Okay, all right, the rest looks pretty easy. Looks like you're on your own. Don't forget down on E, that's 13 times 13, not 13 times 2. All right, pretty quick lesson. And it looks like you should be able to get it done pretty quickly today. Hey, have a great weekend. Miss you guys. Next week will be review. I'll probably still do some quick lessons just to see if there's anything difficult on them and go over them with you. Have a great weekend. Miss you guys. Did I already say that? I think I did. But I'm getting old. So that's okay. Bye-bye.